Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. Well, the mod of the week is pretty simple, and you will see it right when I get back to my Normandy save. There we go. Since we are finally back doing things on the Normandy and not being in a mission, after we've successfully, well, kind of successfully, actually it's more of a failurely finished our mission. The mod of the week is Mass Effect 1 style selectors. So the default ones are sort of just like a square with 4 corners, and this brings back the round selectors from the first game. It's a bit too thin for my liking, but it's much better than what you get by default, so I'm going to keep that for a while. And we're going to the engineering deck because we have the Krogan pod there. And we haven't actually visited that before, so let's go. And yeah, so you can see that the loading times are small enough that the animation in the hubs, and Normandy is a hub, doesn't play completely. So that's why for the next place that we're going to, I also already applied the fast loading animations so that you can actually see what's going on there. And this monitoring station. Yay, a Codex entry. So this is our cargo hold. Unfortunately, this elevator here only goes down to the engineering deck and doesn't go down to the cargo hold, so it's just a pretty backdrop. We can't actually go there. That's a bit sad. Edie, why is that so?
What's this area of the ship?
Normandy's cargo deck. It includes facilities to rearm and repair Normandy's embarked ground vehicle and shuttle.
My last ship didn't need a shuttle. Why do we have one?
This ship is nearly twice the mass of the previous Normandy. It is more difficult to land the ship on high-gravity worlds.
Yeah, so that's our Codex shuttle, which, since this ship is way too large, you need that, and we don't have Mako at all, actually, which is also kind of sad. But hey, this is the engineering deck, so let's go look at things. And we have Donnelly and Daniels instead of Adams and Tally. Too bad.
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect core.
Yeah, kind of obvious. And this is the core of the ship. It's actually pretty not impressive. It's vibrating a bit, but compared to the Tantalus drive that we had in the first game, this is really underwhelming. Well, let's talk to the engineers.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
Hello and shape up! Well, they're Cerberus people, but we don't know if they're by force Cerberus people or if they actually believe in it, so let's be neutral.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
So, are you by force or do you believe in Cerberus?
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Okay, so why did you join?
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Court-martialed for insubordination? That sounds quite like John. So you're an okay people, I suppose.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
That's probably a bad idea. But hey.
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Okay, well, we also saw Sovereign firsthand, a bit closer than you did, I suppose.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
And now you don't sound quite as reasonable. Well, I'm leaving.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down.
I told you he would.
And there's also a bit of the plumbing that we can go down and see. Actually a bit reminiscent of Unreal 2, where you can also go down and see some of the plumbing without much of a reason. Alright, but that's enough chatting with people for now. Also,
Access to this room is currently restricted.
we have the port cargo room, somehow. And that is where our Krogan is. You know, if you follow the analogy that I've been going for so far, that we are Mecha Frieza, does that make this perfect Krogan perfect Cell? But alright, let's check the spot.
The subject is stable, Shepard. Integration with onboard systems was seamless.
Well,
Can he see anything in there? Does he know where he is?
Unlikely. Current neural patterns indicate minimal cognition. Barring ship-wide power loss, the nutrients in the tank could sustain him for over a year.
well, it looks like he has his eyes open, but apparently not really doing much. So, detect anything odd?
What can you tell me about this guy? Anything unusual?
The subject is an exceptional example of the Krogan species, with fully formed primary, secondary, and tertiary organs where applicable. No defects of any kind, aside from the genetic markers of the genophage present in all Krogan. I cannot judge mental functioning.
So, pretty healthy, okay.
Any idea how dangerous this guy is?
He is a Krogan, Shepard. If you were asking whether he is actively hostile, I don't have the necessary data to answer. Okir's technology could impart data, not methods of thinking. The subject may know of his views, but would not necessarily share them.
Okay. So basically, we still don't really know. But John is quite confident, so we can handle this. Open the tank.
Stand by. I'm gonna open the tank and let him out.
Cerberus protocol is very clear regarding untested alien technology.
Screw Cerberus protocol.
I won't be second-guessed on my own ship by my own ship. Do it.
Very well, Shepard. The controls are online. The switch and consequences are yours.
Human. Male. Before you die, I need a name.
Rude, dude. But, that's the most, renegade response I can give, so...
I'm Commander Shepard of the Normandy.
Not your name. Mine. I'm trained. I know things. But the tank, Okeer couldn't implant connection. His words are hollow. Warlord, Legacy, Grunt. Grunt was among the last. It has no meaning. It'll do. I am Grunt. If you are worthy of your command, prove your strength and try to destroy me.
Oh, really?
Why do you want me to try to kill you?
Want? I do what I'm meant to. Fight and reveal the strongest. Nothing in the tank ever asked what I want. I feel nothing for Okeer's clan or his enemies. That imprint failed. He has failed. Without a reason that's mine, one fight is as good as any other. Might as well start with you.
Okay. So basically he just wants to fight. Well, I can give you something to fight.
I took you and I released you. Follow my command and you'll have purpose.
Nothing in the tank imprints indicated humans could be so forceful. You command as though you've earned it.
My enemies threaten galaxies. Everyone on my ship has earned their place.
That's acceptable. I'll fight for you.
I'm glad you saw reason.
Offer one hand, but on the other. Wise Shepard. If I find a clan, if I find what I want, I will be honored to eventually pit them against you.
Yes, that's pretty cool. And I got all the renegade points out of that. Well, I'll leave him to adapt for a bit. One thing we didn't yet visit and talk to is, in fact, the mess hall. So let's do that real quick before we go to the next area. Mess Sergeant Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. As Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
So he's another Cerberus lackey.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
Yeah, so he's a cook.
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
Okay. Yeah. I'm leaving.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Yeah. So let's go and talk to Joker again. See what he thinks about our new Krogan. Oh yeah, also I want to go to the cabin because we're no longer doing a difficult mission. So I want to change my my helmet. Yeah, let's go with the Sentry interface. I think it is best looking for missions where you're just there to talk to people. And go back to the CIC and talk to Joker again. Hey, Joker.
You collect stray cats as a kid? Because we really needed a Mega Krogan, so thanks for dragging him home.
Yes.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Okay, so nothing else
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
about the Mega Krogan. Well, okay, so I think for now we're good with talking to people. Let's go and do...
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Oh. Let's take a look. Encrypted transmission from the Elusive Man. Shepard, I see you've awakened Okir's Krogan. A dangerous decision, but you've got free rein on this operation. If you're certain he'll be a useful member of the team, you've got my support. We need every weapon we can get in this battle. If this grunt proves unreliable and has to be put down, don't lose the body. He's based at least partially on collector technology and could offer useful genetic data. But again, you are in charge. Yes, I'm glad you see it my way. Okay, so let's move on. Right, so we're in Ymir. Let's jump. So, where do I want to go next? Well, obviously the game really wants us to pick up the Solarian Professor, and since the Krogan Doctor didn't work out, I think we need to do that. Besides, there's a lot of things to do on Omega. So, let's go. Omega. Built in the mined-out husk of a metallic asteroid, Omega has been a haven for criminals, terrorists, and malcontents for thousands of years. At times, the station has lain idle and abandoned for centuries, only to be reactivated by a new group of outlaws seeking a fresh start. The space station's original, elegant design has given way to haphazard expansion by scrabbling factions of every species. There is no central government or unifying authority on Omega, and nobody can recall a time where there ever was one. Population is 7.8 million, distance 2.43 astronomical units, long orbital period, total length 44 kilometers. Okay, well, let's try and dock. Equalizing interior pressure and exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Lawson has the deck. And right, I have squad points to spend, so let's add to overload so that I can finally get Cryoblast. And Cryoblast, snap freezes your targets. There we go. Grunt has a lot of things, of course. Jacob has a bit. I do want this extra incendiary ammo, so I'll keep that. And since Grunt also has incendiary ammo, I won't invest too much into that. Krogan Berserker, also concussive shot. Well, concussive shot is a massive blast that propels enemies with bone-crushing force. It's kind of like Carnage. And Krogan Berserker enhances Grunt's weapon damage and health, gives him Krogan health regeneration. So rank 1. Health, weapon damage, and 20 HP regeneration per second. Pretty good. Well, sure, let's open incendiary ammo anyway. Give him 1 point in that. And everything else I'll put into Krogan Berserker, I suppose. Yeah. And weapon loadout. Eviscerator is the right one, yes. So Grunt has shotguns and assault rifles. Jacob has shotguns and heavy pistols. Pretty good. For a sentinel, having a soldier like Grunt and a vanguard like Jacob, pretty good options.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargut, now.
Of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus Systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Nobody tells me what to do.
I'll talk to your boss when I'm damn well ready.
Then you'd better get ready. No one keeps Arya waiting. Afterlife, now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Yeah, well, that was quite the welcome. And no, we're not going to do anything that we don't want to do. That Batarian can go eat a ham or something. And yes, so we have Omega, which is the major hub number 1 of this area of the galaxy. And yeah, so we have now a quest also to go speak to Arya, ruler of Omega. Wants important new arrivals to pay their respects to her at Afterlife. Maybe a valuable source of information. But actually we are here for the professor, Dr. Morton Solus, biological weapons expert. Light weapons training with Solarian Special Task Group. Dr. Morton Solus is a Solarian biological weapons expert whose technology may hold the key to countering Collector attacks. He is currently operating a medical clinic in the slums of Omega. So we need to go to the slums. Talk to Arient Afterlife for information about Morton Solus. How about no? Let's see if we can avoid that, given that we are doing the sort of 0% run. Also, there's this guy.
Please. Shut it.
He looks kind of dangerous, so let's avoid him. Alright. So here's Club Afterlife. let's see. Okay, so there's the shuttle to quarantine zone. Edie said that that's where the professor has his clinic. So let's see if we can go there without talking to Arya. And while there, I might want to go shopping a bit. There's one thing that I want to get from the shops. Marketplace.
Imagine this. You're in the Nexus. It's late, and the only one around is that scratching prophet and a few Vorjas scratching for food. Suddenly, a shot. Red-hot lifeblood pours from a wound in your back as your life ebbs away. The attacker leans forward, hoists your valuables, and says, "Good thing you didn't have a Teflon stinger." Teflon Industries. Fine sidearms for your personal protection.
Teflon Industries.
End is not.
Okay. Whatever you say. Ah, there it is. Quarantine. Well, before I go there, let's go to the market first. Well, there's Herod's Emporium. Let's see what they have. A visor. Kawashi visor. Headshot damage 10%. We're not snipers, so not right now. There's the model gas ship. There's a capacitor chest plate. And what I actually want is the hack module. Omnitool upgrade. Doubles the time limit for hack. In the ongoing war between security software companies and hackers, Cerberus seeks to maintain a list of primary backdoors. Little-known security holes that have been active for some time and remain unpatched. Ongoing research in this area should improve operatives' ability to hack through most conventional security measures. This makes hacking time limits be much higher, and hacking is kind of difficult compared to bypassing, so I want to buy this right now.
This might be useful.
Saved hack module. Okay, so that's all that I want to do. Yeah, sure thing. Disregard. There's a door. Private residence. Access is denied. Well, let's see. Can we go through here?
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody gets in or out.
You can't keep me out. I live in there.
I'm doing you a favor, lady. If you go in, the guards will cut you down.
You can't do this. Everything I own is in that apartment.
I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
The plague? That doesn't affect humans. So we can't go in?
So you're saying the slums are completely sealed off?
Finally, a human that can hear. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
You can't keep me out. I'm gonna lose all my stuff.
I'm doing you a favor, human. Anybody in the quarantine zone will be dead from the plague or the gangs in a few weeks.
So who are you working for?
I didn't think Omega had any kind of law enforcement. Who gave the order to quarantine the slums?
Fresh off the transport, huh? Arya Tilok calls the shots around here. She's got her little blue hands on every business in this district. And a plague is bad for business. She hired us to keep anyone from entering or leaving the quarantine zone.
Okay. Well, I'm going in.
There's a Solarian named Morden Solus in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morden's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck, but the area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Okay, that is pretty bad for business. Okay. So what's this plague?
Tell me more about this plague.
It starts out as a cough, then you start coughing blood. And, well, then I shoot you. It affects multiple species. Turians, Solarians, Krogan, you name it. Only humans are immune. And Vorcha, if you count them. An airborne disease that takes down multiple races. Can't let that spread. Hence the quarantine.
Huh. Well, that's not super great for Grunt, but he is perfect, so maybe it's going to be fine.
I didn't think diseases would cross species barriers. Turians and Solarians can't even eat the same food.
Right. Most people figure that it has to be synthetic. Somebody engineered it. And it either got loose, or they're testing it here. And seeing as how humans are immune to the plague and doing a fair bit of looting, a lot of people think humans made it.
Hmm. Okay. So, about Morden.
Any idea where I can find Morden's clinic?
Not a clue. What do you care? The place is quarantined, remember?
About that. Well, first Blue Suns. Again, Blue Suns. We're getting to meet them quite a lot, it looks like.
Who are the Blue Suns?
Mercenary gang that runs the district. At least they used to. The guys are mostly Turian. I heard the plague hit them pretty hard. Now the whole district is up for grabs. I hear the Vorcha are making a move. Plague can't hurt them. Immune to disease. Just one more reason you don't want to go in there.
I need the doctor, so I'm going in.
Take a good long look at me. Do I look like a looter?
No.
That's right. Now I'm going in. If I find looters, I'll kill them. Anybody gets in my way, I'll kill them too.
I'll call the guards. They'll let you in with no trouble.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady. Get lost.
A plague zone? Great.
Okay, that is pretty hilarious. I've never done this out of orders. I've never had a Grunt with me. So, I need you here, so, I'm sure you can handle it. Yeah, also, that's pretty great. I can actually go here without talking to Arya. That's another new thing that I found out.
This mission is important. I need you to come along, even if it's dangerous.
I don't get sick.
Exactly. I need to reselect them again anyway. Yes, yes. I already did everything. Hi there, Grunt. Well, that's a nice start, but I'm running out of time, so let's go read some of the Codex entries. Actually, here's some mega part of plans and locations.
Freedom's Progress column. Originally an asteroid rich in element 0, Omega was briefly mined by the Protheans, who eventually abandoned it due to its thick, impenetrable crust. Thousands of years later, nature did what even the Protheans could not. A collision with another asteroid broke Omega in half, exposing its trove of element 0 for easy mining. A rush ensued as corporations and private individuals tried to strike it rich on Omega, and thieves and outlaws followed in their wake. As space became tight, construction of processing facilities extended vertically from the asteroid, creating Omega's jellyfish-like silhouette. To prevent future collisions, the station is ringed with enormous mass-effect field generators that redirect incoming debris. Today, Omega is a major hub of narcotics, weapons, and EZO trafficking, without even a pretense of civilian government or military control. Only mercenary groups have been able to instill a limited order. The most ruthless is an Asari syndicate run by the notorious Arya Talok.
Yeah, so Terminus Systems in a nutshell. Alright, Well, while we're here, let's look at what we have in ships and vehicles.
The Systems Alliance UT-47 drop shuttle landing craft holds 12 soldiers in a cramped, uncomfortable cargo bay and 2 more in the cockpit. Officially named the Kodiak, the drop shuttle is better known to Alliance Marines as the Combat Cockroach due to its appearance and durability. The vehicle's robust environmental sealant technology exposes few vulnerable parts to the elements. First tested in the sulfuric acid clouds and extreme temperatures of Venus, the Kodiak can land in hard vacuum, high pressure, and temperatures from near absolute zero to over 900 degrees Celsius. A true contragravitic vehicle, the Kodiak's substantial Element Zero core allows flight by entirely countering the vehicle's mass. Its small thrusters are for directional control only, so if the mass effect field fails, the vehicle becomes a proverbial 3 million credit coffin. The unarmed shuttle forgoes weaponry space for active masking, electronic countermeasures, and a robust kinetic barrier system, ideal for dropping troops undetected.
Yeah, so it has no arms at all, but is more stealthy. Which is too bad, because I still prefer having the Mako and shooting things. But alright, so that will be all for now. Actually, the journal, did we get anything extra? No. We still have to ask Ari about it, even though apparently we don't actually need that. But yeah, so that will be all for now, and next time we will start this mission and try and find the professor. See you then, later.